What up, everybody? Soloist TCG here with a backwards cap because we're cool today. We're going over Yamato of the green-yellow variety. I've been wanting to make a deck video on this deck. I always mix my words up when I do these intros. I've been wanting to make a video on this deck for a really long time, but one of the reasons I haven't is because it's got a lot of different play styles and builds, and I didn't really have one that fit my play style. But I really like this one a lot right here. So what Yamato does, if you don't know, inherently has double attack, which is actually not as good as the other ability. Hear me out. Activate main once per turn. If your opponent has 3 or less life, attach 2 rested Dawn cards to one of your characters. So you get 2 extra Dawn to attach to a character, which basically makes Hody a 7k, 10k, or a 7-cost 10k rush. Huge. But what we're doing here is trying to get as many of these double attacks through, if anything, just to activate leader ability. And then from then on, you're playing your Hodys, you're hopefully triggering your Kikus, triggering this to kill things. You can also throw this down on here to get double attack banish, which pretty much just makes your leader this card right here that a lot of people wanted to run. And I'll tell you why this is a terrible, terrible card. This card sucks. Now, if you can, it has 1k counter, which is a saving grace, but a double attack and banish inherently on a character is huge. But it sucks because there's so much removal in the meta. You're not gonna, if you keep this out, you're golden, you're great, but it's a 5 cost. She's gonna die. 5 cost, 5k, she's dead. Every day of the year, she's dead. Really good into decks like Kinemon that can cheat it out really early, but we're not playing Kinemon, we're playing Yamato. Really cool tech you can do here is this, obviously, to cheat out your Momonosuke's, which can heal you over and over. And one really cool tech is this card. You may rescue your characters and draw 2 cards. So you can rest your searchers. You can rest, as long as you have this out and you haven't tapped it to do the search, you can still rest with this. So one really, really cool thing is 1 turn to play this to rest. Or search, not rest. And then if you need card draw, then you can play this. Then you can play this, rest this, and this, then activate this as leader ability, trash it, play this, draw a card, and then put this into life. It's a really cool synergy to be a little more defensive, and I think this deck does lean itself more defensively than anything, even though both of the games I recorded today are showcases of this deck being very aggressive. So there's kind of 2 play styles to go with Yamato. Defensive, using this to heal up and just stall out late game to get good wins. Also with Dofi to lock them down. Dofi I love in this deck. And another play style is playing things like Izo, Hody, and there's a few other cards that you could tech in here. Green Events. Let me scroll down because I don't really remember the name of it. If I can find it really quick, I'll show it off. But if I can't, I may just go ahead. This one right here. Yeah, Demonic Aura 9 Sword Style Azura Demon 9 Flash. Do you blame me for not being able to remember that? This gives your leader or character 3,000 power, so really good for Yamato. Then you can rest one of your 3 cost or greater characters, rest one of their 5 cost or less characters. So this card, you can honest to God go down on maybe 1 of each of these to put 2 of these in, which I could be considered to do, because this is a great card that just lets you rest blockers and go for huge double attack swings. So you have to rest one of your own things though, 3 costs or greater. Here's a great target for that. At the turn before you use this to rest something, then you have this to rest for that ability. But this is the deck I'm going for. This is kind of a hybrid of defensive and offensive, because depending on the matchup, there's going to be very different things you need. If you're going into Dofi, you're gonna, even though you have double attack, you're gonna get kind of outswarmed and completely annihilated. I got annihilated by a chopper earlier with this deck. So the defensive options really help out there. Anything else? Full-on double attack swings, rest things, push face. I will say this, if you have a lot of teaches at your locals, this might be a good deck build for you, because I think this deck, even if you don't know how to pilot very well, really does good into teach. Insanely good, actually, especially if you see all your Hodys. It's a very easy matchup. You want to know why? It's because I found out in this recording, actually, whenever you get Black Hold, this gains rush, but you don't get to rest anything, but you don't have to take a life from it. So this literally just becomes a 7k, 10k rush body. So that's kind of crazy. It should probably say at the end of it, and then this character gains rush with the on play, but it doesn't. So there we go. I love it. This is actually a really fun deck. It's hard to pilot though. You need to get really comfortable with it. This is one of those decks that's kind of like the people who love it really, really love it. And I really, really love it. I have the alt art leader for it, so I'll probably build this in print. I think I have every one of these cards, and then we'll just send it from there. But yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and enjoy the video. All right, our first match is gonna be into a Teach. I actually kind of feel like this might be an insanely good matchup. I think we definitely keep this. This card is gonna be huge for us, I think. Any activate mains that we can get, the better. Dofi's probably not gonna be super useful, but I mean, we're gonna be pressuring like crazy. I say we just Unga Bunga swing leader. This probably is massively in favor of Yamato. I can imagine this is just one of those matchups that's super easy. Doesn't matter how you pilot the deck. See what they do. What do they grab with Hachinusu? But if we play this right, we can possibly threaten to end this game way before 10 Dawn. So we just swing 8 face. He's either going to take the double attack, and honest to God, next turn we could be convinced to attach all Dawn and swing Yin, and then he'll probably counter out of it. And if he counters out of this, next turn we do banish and do it. The banish, if we can get banish off, that's going to be huge. So the first turn he counters out of our all in. The next turn we all in with 2 Dawn up for this. Yeah, that's going to be the way to win this. I say we counter out of stuff early, honestly. We're going to counter out of that. If we can get a banish hit to go off, that's going to be huge. Also, excuse any weird noises. I kind of just woke up. So, and I threw on the first hat I saw. That's why it looks like it's kind of squeezing my head to death. Honestly, this might be, it's very basic, but some matchups, I guess this is just works, right? So we're giving him a huge hand, but eventually he's going to not want to do this anymore. All right, and he takes. So maybe pressuring the double attack would have been, or the banish would have been better. But our boy has like no hand right now. So that's okay. That probably would have been better. Attacking hand size, a 9-hand Teach is kind of insane, but we will be fine, I believe. Maybe, we'll see. There's not a whole lot he can do. Honest to God, I think there's something to say about winning this matchup if you just continuously swing all in. His Burgess is only at 6K so far. What did he draw off of that? Is stronger? I have no idea if he has any Teach yet. I don't know why it would not come to my mind. The only problem is he probably would be inclined to take that next hit just to go to 0 because the double attack isn't as bad then. Ooh, yeah, we can't use that because we can't KO him. Now, do we take this or do we counter it? I say we counter it, actually. Yeah, let's counter it. So what are we at now? We get Black Hold. We're at 7. We could drop a Odie. Let's just throw a generous 5 at lead. Throw a 5 at lead, and then we drop Hody, get him up to a 10, and swing 10 into 6. Because he probably will counter this. That's actually kind of huge that we don't have to take a life from the... That's actually crazy. Holy cow, not having to take a life is actually kind of cool. It's actually kind of cool. I mean, it would have been cool to get that extra card draw, but is what it is. We'll see what happens here. Laboon, I mean, he's gone. I really thought we'd be able to... We probably should have just swung in lead. I really thought we'd be able to take out Burgess. I'm kind of surprised we couldn't. I'll give you a 2, and then we'll take the 7. Dissolve. Have to do it. Now, does he black hole? If he doesn't black hole, that could potentially be kind of huge. We could Hody again. Actually, we have enough Dawn to Hody and banish. So let's go ahead and... How do we do this? I think we... Do we even want to worry about banishing, honestly? Because if we just... Actually, hold up. I think we got game here. 7 lead. If he takes this, we have game. Easy. Yeah, GG's. And then we move Tudon over here and swing for game. GG's. Yeah, that is disgustingly in Yamato's favor. Oh my gosh. There's our last trigger, would have been the Kikanojo. Oh, whatever. Anyway, next game. All right, we got starter deck 14 Luffy. Yeah, we're gonna keep this. That Hody might feel really nice later. Really, really, really nice. We're gonna really need something to rest blockers here. Ooh, this guy's running some of the basic starter deck cards right here. That's pretty interesting to play out first turn. I think we just all in though. Worst comes to worst. Actually, there is honestly all-inning your first swing. There is no bad situation for that. Either you get double attack, which is huge. It turns on leader ability. Or if they counter out of it, they're giving you 2 2Ks automatically that early in the game. It sets you up pretty well. We already got a Borsey, and he's not gonna swing. He must be afraid of triggers, which I don't know if that's a good call or not. I wish I had a way to rest those, but sadly I do not. I think we just all in and get rid of the Borsalino. Yep. Pass. If I had an Izo would have been amazing. Actually, does Izo target a 4 or less? I don't know. Izo won't be too good in this matchup either way because Luffy increases cost count. All right, but we do get a few more bodies on board. If he swings, I will be inclined to take. Actually, I'll be inclined to counter because I can Hody next turn. So we will Hody these 2 guys out to rest them. Pick a card. Ah, man, that would have been a good trigger. We will swing 5. Did we swing 5 into one of these bodies? I think we swing 5 into Brook. And then we can leader ability into Hody and swing live. Okay, that's good. Let's swing Tenant live. It's so funny that Hody feels best in Yamato than pretty much any deck. Like, being able to put 2 Rested Dawn on Hody, it's like a 10k rush on 7 Dawn. That is so strong. So this guy seems to be playing a very starter deck themed feel. This card, I guess it turns on leader ability early, but you're at 8 Dawn. This card seems very useless. I'm not gonna lie. I had it in my starter deck 14 for a long time just because I needed 2Ks, and I didn't at the time. I don't think I had Tsuru. I obviously had Tsuru now. All right, if we had another Hody, we could potentially just go for game, but we alas do not. Next turn, though, we can do some pretty cool shenanigans. We had a Samurai. We could play this, rest them, and then get rid of this to heal with this. Oh, my gosh. It'd be a really good turn. But we don't. So let's see what they do. I think they only got 1 swing in them. They have 4 Dawn up. They could play a Borsalino, a Kuzan. Borsalino would not be a bad choice. Another Rebecca wouldn't be bad. I have no idea what they're going to do, though. I'm talking a lot. Ha, 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 ha. Cricket, I look stupid with this hat on. But I also... Oh, that was a dumb idea. Ooh. Do we get greedy? Do we go for greed or do we go for safety? He can't kill me next turn because he doesn't have enough swings. I think we go for greed. I love going for greed. If I still had that freaking L. Hee. Well, let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna swing 7 to life. If he takes this, that's a massive L. If he doesn't take it, I just use this to clear off the board a little bit, I think. Oh, he took it? Ooh, that feels bad. We go 8 at lead and then 10 at lead. Yeah, I mean, there's a world he does have it, but I have no idea. GG, I'm just gonna type it. Oh my god. What do you mean coward deck, dude? It's literally taking my life and swinging like crazy. It's the opposite of a coward deck. Oh man, I did not expect to make someone rage. What are you being so upset playing stuff like this for? This card is not good. This card is laughably bad. If you have a character with a cost of 8 or more, K up to... No, that's when attacking too. What? What is this? Give your leader character 1 rest at dawn. If you have a draw 1 card. Okay. You don't... I understand getting mad at some cheesy stuff like this, but if you are playing cards like this, I don't know, man. I don't know. Calm down a little bit. It's okay. Like, comment, subscribe to me. I'm a coward and I need it. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Wait. I was about to click main in the video, but I had to click recording to hit in the video. I'm sure you care a lot. Bye-bye.